All right, good afternoon, class. How's everybody doing on this Thursday? I know the weekend's coming. I know you're getting a little excited, but let's try to focus in today so we can get to the weekend. And I think I might have something that you all like. So, the first thing that I'm going to have, well, let's get into our standard first. Our standard is responding. Students will perceive and analyze artistic work. Anybody can listen to music, but we actually have to be able to actually have a conversation about it and talk about it, not just listening to something because we like it or we don't like it, or because we think it's boring or it's not boring, or just listening to something for fun. Important questions that we're going to be thinking about and learning are: how do individuals choose music to experience, and how does understanding the structure and context of music inform a response? So you all are going to learn how to write about music, how you feel about it, whether you like it or not, defend it, the reasons why, explain in detail, and also you're going to think about some different things that come to mind. We're going to create lists together as a class about what do we think about when it comes to music. Our learning objectives that you all will be able to do by the end of these 3 days, you will learn how to identify music about what you like and select music to listen to based on what you like. Students will explain why they like or dislike a piece of music. Students will be able to identify a musical idea when it's used, why it's used, and explore how a musical idea supports different styles of music. Now, for the very first activity today, you all have two sheets of paper in front of you and a pencil and a pen. And I'm going to play a song. And when you hear this song, tell me, do you recognize this song? Is this a popular artist? Do you like this song? What do you think about this song? What are some things that you hear when you hear this song being played? Also, think about, what is the song talking about? What do you think that the song is talking about? Be sure to listen to this quietly and write your responses in complete sentences. While you all are writing, I'm going to come around and see what you all have written to make sure you all are writing in complete sentences in detail, not just writing, I like this song, I don't like this song, this is my favorite song, but explain why I like this song because I like the beat, the rhythm, or it's catchy, I like the words, or I like the TikTok dances that go along with it.
Okay, now I get the words.
Something else to think about: what lyrics stick out the most? Experiencing music is more than just dancing to it and having fun with it and listening to it, but actually being able to have conversations about it and understand it, because music affects our culture and our everyday world. I hope you're writing, because by the end of this song, I expect to hear a few of you all's responses. Well, we have to move things along, so what you all have written right now is fine. That'll be good enough for right now for our discussion. Now, I just want to hear a few of you all's responses. What did you think about the song? What did you like about the song? What are some of the lyrics that stuck out? Did you think it was popular? What did you hear? What is the song talking about? Now, moving on to our next thing, our next phase of the class.
Mills, I'm sorry, I forgot. Now, what's the lyric?
The lyrics are the words to a song. So prior background knowledge that students would have to know, they would have to have some exposure to music before having this lesson. And some exposure to like what are not necessarily taught in detail what songs are, but they would have to have been around music before, listened to music before. We're not getting into the elements of music, pitch and rhythm and notes and all that. We're just starting with picking their interest in music, starting them with more what they're familiar with, the songs that they're used to in their everyday lives. Starting with what they're familiar with first and getting them to talk about music first. And then we'll get into maybe in another week the elements of music. A musical idea is like the themes and the topics that songs are talking about. So right now we want to start with getting students to talk about music first and listen to it before we actually get into teaching them what music, how to dissect music from a musical standpoint.
You told us to do what we understood, and I was trying to see, you told us don't focus on that you like the music, that it sounds good and all that. But I just don't understand the lyrics connection to the word folded.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm trying to connect the words to folded, and it didn't make sense to me, Mr. Miller.
Okay, so in the song, the artist is saying, "Come pick up your clothes, I have them folded." Basically, when someone has a breakup or someone moves out of your house, come get your belongings. But even though they've broken up and they've separated, this person still has feelings for this person because they took the time to fold their clothes, put everything around neatly. The opening line says, "It's so silly of me to act. It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back." So a person it's a breakup, but they really want this person back. They're going back and forth and they're tossing the emotions around.
So I did hear them say your clothes is folded, but I was listening to all the words before the end. Folded. What those other words had to do with folded. So the key thing was the folded clothes.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Now, we're going to use a little bit of technology today, and our technology standards are: students will use digital tools to curate resources, build knowledge, and create meaningful projects, and students will express themselves creatively for various purposes using digital media. Today we're going to use a little bit of low technology, pencil and paper, because when you write things, it helps our brain process it and it helps us remember it. But you all will use your phones and computers to look up songs later on, the genres of songs later on, and listen to songs in your group activity. So the next thing is, what is the definition of music? Now, I've already compiled a few definitions. Notice how I use a complete sentence in the search engine, which is Google. I'm going to have some of you all come up here to read some of these. We have a few different definitions of music: vocal or instrumental sounds, or both combined in such a way to produce beauty of form, harmony, and expression of emotion. Something that's a little bit more complicated. Put simply, music is humanly organized sound, usually made for the purpose of emotional expression or achieving beauty. As you can see, there's many different definitions of what music is, but they all have the same idea. It's basically putting sounds together to express emotions, get people to feel something, and put it together in a beautiful way. Now, raise your hand if you like music. Okay, that's good. Raise your hand if you don't like music. Okay, that's fine. That's all right. But can we all agree that music is important?
But it's some music I don't like. Yeah. I can't stand that what they call it, that steel or
Heavy metal?
heavy metal. Yeah, that's it. Heavy metal.
Well, every genre of music has its purpose, and you don't have to like everything, but we do have to learn how to appreciate everything and comprehend it and understand what's going on. At least we have to at least be able to hear it, recognize it, identify it, know what it is, and be able to talk about it, whether we like it or not.
Okay. All right. No.
It's okay to like a certain song or a genre of music, and to not like a certain song or genre of music, because we're all different. We have our favorites, our preferences. We're all unique. We're individuals, and we have our things that fit us and that we like, and that's okay. But we must be able to communicate that clearly. Our technology center goes back to communication. Being a creative communicator, students will express themselves creatively for various purposes using digital media. We have to learn how to defend our points and our opinions and back it up either with facts or just be able to explain ourselves and make good points. We can't just give one word answers. So after having two of you all explain why you like or dislike music, verbally, you don't have to write that down, we're going to create a list together of what we all think when it comes to music. And when you think about things that come to your mind, when you think of music, why do we need it? How can it help us? How do we use it? Where do we use it? What sounds do we hear when we listen to music? How do we use music in our everyday lives? And what are some different types of music called? And as you can see, this is what we came up with. We use it to dance. We hear it in movies, on the radio. We use it for different events like weddings, church services, funerals, parties. We love to go to concerts. Who loves to go to concerts? Well, you all are maybe a little bit young for that, but one day you all will go to concerts. I enjoy concerts. Music is used to express your feelings and emotions. It can help you feel better and change your mood. It's also known as a universal language. People might not speak the same language, have the same culture, but when they hear an artist playing a song that's translated to their language, or even a whole different language, something about those sounds makes them feel a certain way. Michael Jackson has sold out international tours. Music is used to tell stories, and I'm pretty sure one of the favorite genres up here are rap and pop in your generation, considering you all are, kindergarten through second grade, and that's all right. I know you all love those TikTok, Instagram dance challenges. You all are always doing them. And that's why we have to make you all put your phones away and collect your phones when you come to school. We use it to have fun. The different styles of music are called genres. Music is also used to bring people together and sometimes to help us get through exercise. Okay. Now, our last task of the day is our group activity, which I'm going to put you all into random groups. And there are 3 more songs on our playlist. Now, you're going to use your phones that were face down on the desk. You use your phones now for YouTube only in the Google search engine to look up the song that I'm going to assign to your group. Group 1 is going to have song number 2. Group 2 is going to have song number 3. And group 3 is going to have song number 4. So group 1, SWV Weak. Group 2, Earth, Wind, and Fire. The Emotions, Boogie Wonderland. Group number 3, Man in the Mirror. And what you're going to do is look up the genre of this music in your group. Y'all going to write your own answers on your own papers. And then you're going to write down in clear detail why you like or dislike the song that you were assigned specifically, and identify what emotions you think the song is expressing, what the song is talking about. Now, we all know what emotions are, right?
Yep, that's short.
And it's more than just happy, sad, mad,
okay,
lonely, wistful, longing, hopeful, anxious, scared, afraid. Let's use our vocabulary. And you all will do this for about 15 minutes. And you won't have time to share your group responses today, but they must be done before the end of class, before you will be allowed to leave for today. Now, at the end of class, you're going to turn in both sheets of paper, and you're going to share your group responses tomorrow. I will grade your individual responses and give them back to you tomorrow from our first assignment in the beginning of class. And then on Friday and Monday, we're going to start on learning about musical ideas and what musical ideas are specific to each genre on Monday. And we're going to follow the same format for Friday and Monday, just like we followed for today, asking questions, having discussions, coming up with lists, and working in groups. So what are some things that we learned today? We learned
their uses of music, why we have music.
Exactly, the uses of music, why we use music, why we have music. Also, though, how we communicate about music and express ourselves clearly and defend ourselves whether we like something or not. Learning how to talk about music, not just give out our opinion.
Very good.
All right, turn in those assignments and have a great day.
All right, thank you. Very, very good. Let me ask you a question. The 3 videos that you're